I am back with my weekly EFT sequences for YouTube. I've had a break over the Christmas holidays and being away with my family throughout January, so getting back into it today. And I thought I would start with a sequence for mums that are feeling the school holiday overstimulation meltdown period. If this is you, then you know what I'm talking about. So where we've got here in New South Wales, where I am, we've got 2 weeks left of school holidays. And I've had a few people say to me, like, it's getting to that point where the kids are hating on each other. Everyone's overstimulated from spending too much time together. It's not just the kids having tantrums, mummies too. And also within that there's feelings of, it's like an anxiety or a stress about not having done enough. Have you given the kids enough experiences? Have they had an amazing school holiday? Have they, I don't know, experienced enough? Have they seen their friends enough? Have you been present enough? But sometimes that's really hard because you still have to live life, and especially if you're still at work during school holidays and things like that. And so there's like a lot of mum guilt there. So I just thought I'd make today's session about a bit of we've almost survived it. Let's just try and get through the next couple of weeks as calmly and as peacefully as we can sort of session. So hope that all makes sense. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. Okay, so as always, I suggest you have a drink of water with you. If you would like, you can have a pen and paper to write down any sensations that you're feeling in your body, the intensity those sensations are at, and any thoughts or challenges or concerns that come up during the session. I offer one-to-one private sessions, and I also offer tailored, personalized EFT sequence recordings that is just available for you and is completely focused on your individual needs and challenges, and are not as sort of generic as these free YouTube videos are. So if that's something that you're interested in, please reach out as well. They're great for time poor people that may not have time to have a one-to-one appointment, or if you get overwhelmed by the idea of having an in-person EFT session, they're fully accessible to you at any time. You can come back to them as many times as you like. So they are a great option if one-to-one sessions aren't for you, but you still want that feeling of having a certified practitioner-led deep healing session. So, having said all of that, let's get into it. Tapping on the side of the hand, as always, just follow where I tap, copy me, and repeat what I say. If you do want to change the language, your words are always more powerful for your particular healing than what mine will be, even though you do obviously borrow the benefits of my words and my language. You still get more from it if you want to interchange your language and your words into it. That is absolutely fine. So, even though the school holidays have felt really long and I'm very overstimulated and counting down the days till school goes back, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I am at the point of the school holidays where I'm just really feeling all the feels, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though there's a lot of overwhelm and a lot of overstimulation and quite heightened emotions in my house at this point of the school holidays, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. school holiday overwhelm. It's a lot. We're all spending so much more time together than normal. The kids are really starting to need some space from each other. They're fighting a lot because they're not used to being with each other 24/7. The rush of Christmas and the excitement of Christmas and New Year's and holidays is done and over. We're heading into the sort of mundane last couple of weeks of school holidays where it's time to start preparing for the new school term, time to start getting all the jobs done, washing the school bags, sorting the uniforms, buying all the stationery. We're dealing with bored children, struggling to find ways to keep occupying them and entertaining them. They need some days where they just rest at home, but they don't want to do that because they're bored. They've exhausted all of the Lego kits. They've exhausted all of their art ideas. They're sick of going outside to ride bikes. They're wishing they were back on holidays or opening presents on Christmas. But we've hit that sort of mundane stretch of the school holidays. And my goodness, we're all feeling it. They want to be constantly occupied. And I just can't keep up. Still got to do all the normal house routines. There's still work to think about. Financially, it's difficult to do something new every day. Everyone's very heightened emotionally. The tension is evident in my body. Every time a new argument breaks out, my shoulders are just like tightening and clenching. Oh, and the headaches are building from hearing too much noise from devices. There's so many demands on me with kids constantly needing something or wanting something, and they all seem to need it at once. And I just feel very overstimulated, very in demand, very time poor, which is silly because it's holidays and I shouldn't be time poor, but it does feel like that. When you've got kids running around, it feels like it's harder to get anything done. Any of those normal life things that need to be done around the house or with work. Oh, just feels so much harder when they're here all the time. And it's like you don't want to wish time away because these are the only times I get with them. That's, should be quality and present holiday time where we have full, beautiful, long days. And yet, I'm counting down the days to school. And that makes me feel a bit guilty. And I beat myself up a little bit for that. And then the other mum guilt of, have they had a good enough holiday? Have I juggled rest time with fun activities and amazing experiences? Have I been present enough? And that guilt just feels like a pit in the bottom of my stomach. Wondering if they'll look back on their childhoods and their holidays as those long, sweet days where you had nowhere to be and they were idyllic. Or whether they'll just remember mum being overstimulated and irritated at all of the noise and busyness that's going on. Have I balanced that well enough? And as we get ready to transition into the next term, have I given them enough rest to go into it focused and calm? Oh, it's just a very overstimulating point in the school holidays. And there's tension, both physically and mentally. And we've still got another 2 weeks to get through. And we're just holding on. All of us. And the responsibility to keep us all above water and not completely lose our minds all feels to lie on me. Oh, this school holiday overwhelm. This tension in my shoulders and my neck. This feeling of just being over it. It just feels exhausting at this stage. Just like I can't get a break. Like I just need just a few minutes. Just a few minutes would be great. Just to breathe in the quiet. And to not feel like a bad mother for wanting this. All of this school holiday overwhelm and overstimulation. I'm just so tired. Just wondering if I've done it all right. How I'm going to get through the next couple of weeks. And it's stressful, like having to find care for them during school holidays, if I need to work and things like that. It's just such a juggle. And that feels very overwhelming. And all of that overwhelm is just making me feel so cranky and snappy and frustrated. And I'm taking it out on the poor kids who can't help it because it's not their fault. They're feeling just like I am. Bored, overstimulated at the same time, out of routine, preparing to transition into the next change of routine as school goes back. They're probably not feeling guilty, but I am. All that mum guilt. I can feel the tension in my body. All this school holiday overwhelm. Feels tight and uncomfortable, heavy. And I just want to let go of it all. Let's close your eyes and take a deep breath. Do a scan of your body and just see if the intensity that you feel in your mind and body around this, all of this overwhelm and this particular challenge, has gone down a bit with the tapping, or has it come up? You can make a note of this if you like. You can make a note of any new sensations or any new thoughts, and then we'll continue tapping. I'm choosing to let go of all of this overwhelm today. I'm choosing to take this 20 minutes for myself to sit in the calm, in the quiet, to check in with myself, with my mind and body, to utilize that mind-body connection so that I can let go of all of these emotions that are having a strong hold on me. And that don't serve me. I'm going to remind myself that I am a great mother who is doing her best for her children. That is working with the circumstances she has. And the fact that I'm so worried about how well I'm doing shows how much of a great mother I am. And I have great kids who are also trying to do their best with the knowledge and experience that they have. And that even though we're feeling this overwhelm now and all of this overstimulation and the tension and irritation that comes with that, we can choose to let go all of that and let go of all of that and reset for the holiday, for the remainder of the holidays that we have left. Even if it's just a few moments each day, we can choose to be grateful and present in the time that we have together. We can choose to do just little things each day to prepare for the next term. We can look at the step by step, not the big overwhelming picture. I'm going to choose to focus on the positive and the exciting and the happy moments that we've experienced over the past few weeks. And choose to let go of any guilt and stress, because they do not serve me. They don't serve my family. They don't benefit my relationships. Letting those emotions have a strong hold over me is a waste of my time. And today, I'm going to honour myself for taking this 20 minutes to reset my nervous system, to find peace and some calm so that I can go out and parent in a loving and gentle way, because I know my children will feed from me, feed from my energy. So I choose now to take this quiet time to breathe, to be still, and to consciously remove and release all of this overwhelm and all of this anxiety and all of this overstimulation. Just tap silently for a round to really just breathe and anchor that in. Sink into that calm. Just close your eyes and take a deep breath. I hope this helped you release any overstimulation or overwhelm you might be feeling at this point of the school holidays. As always, if you'd like to explore anything deeper, please reach out, and you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook and TikTok at As Above Insight or at Michaela Ford. Until we tap again, take care.